So like I said, today we want to have a conversation, and it will be two-way, if you don't mind. We'll have questions in between, but it's not really a training. I would not call it a training, but it's a conversation between you and I, and between ourselves, and between you and your business, you and what you do, between you and your whys, you and your dreams, you and your motivation, and all that we do every day, because the assumption is that we have a why and we know our whys, okay, at least most of us, and sometimes we don't understand it, or how do we go about it. So I just want to put some points across. That's why I'm calling it a conversation per se. The assumption again is that we are all business builders, but if you're not building the business, okay, it's okay. Some pointers will be directed your way just for motivational purposes, but I believe it's all for the good of just learning and motivating ourselves, and really getting to go a bit extra high in terms of even our mindset and what we do every day. So in terms of introduction, my name is Emmanuel Akwiri. I am the marketing manager. I am responsible for both Kenya and Uganda. Just in case you're tuned here and you're wondering who this guy is, we might have guests on the platform. Probably you've heard me, but you've never seen me. So that is my handsome and beautiful face at the same time. So let me jump into my slides. Those are the different faces of Emmanuel. I love outdoors. I love to stretch a bit of my muscles. I love to keep fit. I also love to meet people, socialize, and just again, it's part of my job. I am an introvert for that matter, but I know most of you will say no. I'm a 50-50. So both one side of me is very introverted, the other side of me can go the extreme. So I'm a bit of 50-50. And I love what I do. I love meeting new people. I love to talk to them. I love life, I can say that. So that is a bit about me. And yeah, a reminder of where I started the journey of. I joined Forever in 2020, May. So technically I am 4 years old in Forever as at last month. I love the fact that I'm meeting different people who have different backgrounds, unique in nature, people with different understanding, what can I say, different cultures at the same time, because yes, I know probably Ugandans are here, and even in Kenya, we have different cultures brought in together. And that is the uniqueness of our business or the company itself. I mean, you get to interact with people from different backgrounds, different understandings, different levels of life. And that is one thing I love about Forever Living Products. So it has been a journey, and so far so good. So I'm really enjoying it. So today is about whys, or what is my why. So maybe you can make it a bit personal and ask yourself, what is my why? So if I ask myself, what is my why, is basically, basically it's your purpose, it's your motivation. It's the reason why you do what you do. The reason why you are here, the reason why you're in Forever Living Products, the reason why you're listening to me, probably to boost your morale, to boost your motivation. And if you look at the second paragraph, when you know your why, you'll have your passion and determination. Uncovering your why can guide you in making your decisions and give you fulfillment. So your why is basically your purpose, why you do life. I mean, your motivation, what keeps you going. Why do you wake up so early in the morning to do what you do? You know, and you look at the different aspects of that. So here I'm looking at why it's important to understand your why. So that thing that you do every day, that thing that wakes you up very early in the morning, you need to understand it. I mean, probably in a deeper understanding and deeper level. So knowing your why means understanding why you do the things you do, the drive that motivates you to get to work each morning and take care of business. Some of us wake up at 4, some of us wake up at 5, 6, 7, depending on the time you wake up. But there's that thing that drives you to do what you do, to strive for excellence, to be the best in your team, to be the best in life, to go for what you really want, to go for what matters most to you and for you. Many do it for the necessities in life. For example, pay for bills, people you support, whether family, if you have a family, If you are pushing yourself, or rather you're doing it for yourself, maybe you want to educate yourself more, because we also have students in the business, young people doing that. We have family members. We have for different reasons, what I would easily call necessities in life. So you do your why because there's an extra push from somewhere. And what is your why? It is the reason you do the things you do, like we've seen earlier. And why do you work so hard? I mean, working so hard can mean different things. But just the way you put it, or I put it, why do you work so hard? What is that drive that makes you work so hard? What do you really want in life? What do you do? Uh, why do you get up so early and probably sleep late? Because we know some of us probably after this meeting you have another training and another training. Probably you have to broadcast the message for tomorrow. You have to broadcast to your clients. You have to broadcast this, that. You have to plan for tomorrow. So why are you doing all that? There has to be a reason and a motivating factor behind it. Because probably you want to make a difference in the society, make a difference in your life. You want to to live differently. You want to become a better person, for that matter. And then there's a question there: who is it all for? That is it for you as a person? If you do you want to better yourself? Do you want to be the next big name in the industry? Are you doing it for someone else? Are you doing it for your kids? Are you doing it for your husband? Are you doing it for your boyfriend? Are you doing it for who exactly are you doing it for? Are you doing it for your dreams? Because we have personal dreams. We have our ambitions. We have our goals that we want to do. And again, are you doing it to make someone proud? Probably your parents. They've been paying fees for you. They've literally brought you up, so you want to do them proud. And we have testimonies in regards to this. We have leaders or business people who made houses or houses, not homes, houses for their folks. They probably bought something very beautiful, or retirement home for your parents. And at least you want to feel that, okay, you helped me here, you brought me up. I don't want to. I feel like I should make you proud, and it's also very important for you, for your own fulfillment. And so why is my why? Is it linked to my work? Is it linked to what I do? My why in Forever, I would say, is create awareness in terms of, or rather more awareness, because yes, Forever is known. The many years we've been in Kenya and in the world. But still, there are so many people who don't know about Forever. So one of my goals is ensuring that at least we encourage or get at least one more person every other day into the business. That is one of my goals. Again, meeting people is one of something that I love to do. I love to network. I love to talk to people. Today, I met another lady in the office, freshly brought into the business today. I'm very excited and looking forward to the future. So in that aspect, my why can be linked to supporting this person and really making sure that they partake of what we are selling. They partake of what we are, the idea that we have in Forever Living products. They partake and see the bigger picture, not just, and holistically, not just in one angle, but holistically. The incentives we have, the reason why we do Forever, the dream that the founders, saw and are put into us, that we need to share this love that is Forever Living products. So that is the importance of making this why be linked to what I do or what we do. Your why and your purpose are not the same thing. So let's look at that. Your why is the reason why you do the things you do. Like you've seen family, you need to prove something or to someone or to even yourself. I am doing this because I want to change my life. I want to live differently from maybe the way you're brought up. You started from humble beginning, but now you feel like I need to change. I need to live in this place. I need to drive this car. I need to just be a different person altogether. So I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for, the different reasons as to why we are doing that. But then again, the passion or the purpose is your mission in life. Might be your work, your contribution to others, your art, your creations. Some of us are doing this so that they empower a lot of people in the society. You're doing this because you want healthy people in the world or in the society. If you remember Josephine's training on Tuesday, the shocker that came from that training, food we eat, the lifestyle that probably is associated with that. So you want that space because there's a gap in between there in terms of living healthy, lifestyle, and all that. So you want to fill in that gap and say, okay, I want to make a difference in the society. I want to be known by the guy who made a change in the society with what I do, right? So that is the purpose. That is your purpose. And in terms of probably working with women, if you're a lady here, you want to change their lives, you want to make an impact in working with households, for example, because yes, we have a lot of women represented in the business. So you want that lady who is special in terms of probably your team has, the young people. You want to make an impact with the young generation when they're coming out of school or they're still in school. You want to show them this bigger picture that yes, the economy might not be looking very good, but there's something promising out here that they can join. So that can be your why as well. So every why has, everyone has a why, but some people's why graduate. So what do I mean? All of us have a reason why we do things, why we do life. But at some point, the whys keep on changing or graduating for that matter. And we look at examples here very quickly. So number one, there's those of us who do our whys just for survival purposes. And again here, the word survival is just survival. You're just making money to survive, to stay afloat. You're making your 1,000 Kenya shillings a day and you're just fine. You're making a minimum, the minimum wage in Kenya is how much? 25,000 or less? I think it's less than 30,000 if I'm not wrong. I don't know the new figures yet, but let's assume it is 30,000, the new minimum wage in Kenya, or the daily minimum wage. We can cap it as 1,000 shillings, for example. So you're doing this just to stay afloat. Your why is just to, one day at a time. You're not really projecting bigger things. Your why is not so big. It's just one day at a time. Make money today. Okay, tomorrow will sort itself. So I make for today. Tomorrow I wake up in the morning. I will know what to do and how to do it, and we move. I'm seeing a comment. Okay, thank you. Thought it was somebody who's not hearing. Then the second part is status. Good school, drive good car, dress well. You can fill in other examples there. Live in a good environment or a good estate or a good area. Eat in a fancy hotel or restaurant for that matter. So I'm doing my why because I want that status. When you look at me, if you're in Kenya, you want to live like a Luo, if you know what I mean, okay? Go to take a good school, drive the most recent car or the machines for that matter. In terms of dressing, you'll be known for the person that dresses well. So you're doing it for status. So that is your big why for that matter. Then the third person will be doing it for freedom. I want to make money, but not just money. I want to earn 6-figure. I want a breathing space. I want independence. I want a good place to live. I want to live in my own space. I can call not just a home, but a hacienda, those beautiful and fancy names we call them. So if you look at person number 3 and person number 2, they're different, okay? And also person number 1, who's just surviving in terms of their whys. The dream of person number 3 is quite big, and you can call it significant because earning a 6-figure income gives you that space to do things, probably travel the world and, feel like, yes, I'm that guy. And then number 4 is that purpose, have an impact in people, drive, determination. If you want to work with men, you work with men with a purpose. You want to have men who are healthy looking, fit. If you're working with ladies, like I mentioned before, probably you target women for that matter. You target, particular impact, healthy people in the society. The youth, like I mentioned earlier, and in the business or even in the meeting, I know different leaders are represented here, focusing on different impacts in the society. So you can almost think of somebody who's at number 3, for example, somebody who is at number 2, for example. And I want to believe we want to shift from number 1 to number 4, because when you get to point number 4, perhaps we are going to make a big impact in the society, a very, very big impact in the society. Those of us who are in DA and those of us who attended the masterclass on Saturday, remember Onami's big why is just create a healthy environment. When you hear her presentations or you look at her Instagram photos and images, she does not sell the business per se, but selling more of impacting society in a different way. Then forever living products will come in later. but the message there that is impactful. I want to reach out to women who are probably widowed, or the chama groups, or those special groups that are out there. You can make an impact with them. I want to work with the youth coming out of school. I want to show them the dream that is Forever Living Proud. They can start earning from that lower level, make an impact from there, give them skills that they use, and they grow out in terms of business. And I'm sure you can think of other ways of impacting people differently, probably in terms of health. And health is a very big conversation nowadays. People want or need to live healthily. And of course, in terms of that, you can think of how our supplements can come into that space and definitely make an impact on that direction. So that can also be a very good why for you as well. So it's something to think about. And then there's a difference here in terms of working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Okay? And something that we love to do, and working hard for something that we love is called passion. As quoted by Simon Sinek. I mean, I'm sure you know this guy who's very in terms of advising us and giving motivational and health. I mean, not health talks. What am I saying? And business talks. So if you're working in a stressful environment, it means that you are working hard for something that you don't really care about. But if you are working hard for something that you love, and I want to believe that you're listening to me because you're passionate about what you do and you are willing to learn and excited to probably partake of this session today. Something else is that your why shouldn't cause you stress. Rather, it should motivate and inspire you to be better and become a better person. Think of it in terms of impacting people. Think of it in terms of, creating that awareness that you want to do, that lifestyle that you want to live, that big why of yours. It should not stress you. Rather, you should do it with a lot of love, that it motivates you. That every day you wake up in the morning, you feel like, wow, today is another beautiful day to inspire somebody. It just triggers you to go out and do better and become a better person. So that is the importance of having a why. It should not stress you, rather make you feel motivated and inspire you to become a better person. It should be light to your darkness and fuel that will take you wherever you must go. So imagine, again, that why of yours, if it's your family, you want to give them the best in life. When you think about it, it should just lighten up your day. I'm like, I'm going for this because I know in the next 1 or 2 years, or in the next month, I'm going to impact my family. I'm going to do this. It's going to be awesome. And you push for it. Embrace your why and nurture it to the fullest possible extent, meaning that nothing should come between you and your why. And if anything comes between you and your why, it should be for the better, not for the worse. Nothing should stop you. The meaning of embrace is to really take it upon yourself to go for it and do it. Your why is unique to you, just like a fingerprint. I mean, there's a reason why the government is using our fingerprints for identification, for that matter, because my fingerprint is different from the next person sitting next to me. So your why should be unique to you. I understand my why in a deeper way. I know where it hurts or how it hurts when I don't go toward that direction of my why. It should be that unique to me. I understand it fully. I can wake up at 2 a.m. and explain it with a lot of passion. So it is fully known to me, just like my fingerprint. My why complements the definition of who you are. I mean, a signature that makes you stand out and gives you flair, that puts a cap on your personality. I can easily pick examples of some of us, you call yourself health coach, you call yourself a CEO of my organization, you call yourself what? Maybe you can, at this point, I can ask, what names do you use? Or rather, how do people define you? The chat box, maybe you can take a second or two and maybe just give us, how do you introduce yourself out there? Who are you? Who's going first? How do people define you, or how do you define yourself? What is your signature? Let's pause there and we want to see some remarks. We want to see some remarks, and definitely that definition of you will be pointed to your direction of, does it define who you are? Does it define what you do and why you do it? Okay, Mercy is saying Mercy health coach. So definitely in terms of advising and in the direction of health. Okay, so she's a wellness coach. I can see Jacinta, fitness coach. Coach Wambo, weight loss, yeah? Okay. So that's a coach in terms of weight. Kate says she's a lifestyle coach and self-care enthusiast. Very good. Rose, health and wellness consultant. Beautiful. So that's our definition of why we do, our definition of us and why we do what we do. Jeff says he's an entrepreneur. Okay, that's awesome. And I know many, many more are coming. So let's move on to the next one. Embrace your why and learn to love yourself for who you are. There's only one you. So if my why is to become the next big speaker in East Africa, I embrace it and I love myself. So I work on myself because as Emmanuel, there's only me. There's no other Emmanuel. So I need to work on myself to go toward that direction. If I want to be the best coach in terms of selling wellness, I need to brand myself in that direction. And that's my why. I want to be the next the biggest wealth, if you can pick here, entrepreneur. Somebody says landlady. Somebody says fitness coach. Okay. So in terms of that, I need to brand myself and I need to understand, I need to love myself in that direction. For there's only one me. And then here the birds are telling us that have a strong and compelling why. And what does compelling mean? Have a convincing why, irresistible why, an urgent why, a powerful why. Okay, so that why that nobody can shake, nobody can challenge you. Why do you have this as your why? I mean, it is my why. Why are you questioning? But it is a why that I know and I believe in it, that in the next 3 years, I'm going to be the best person of myself. I'm going to be the next version of myself. So compelling is convincing. I am convinced that this why, the reason why I'm doing this business, the reason why I'm doing me is this and this and this. And it's convincing to me. It is very, very strong. I believe in it. And it's powerful. So I've put here some examples of whys, some example of dreams, goals for that matter, financial independence, your dream machine car, having a family, starting a home, traveling the world, and I'm sure most of us travel the world or love traveling the world. And of course, having a weight loss, I mean, it's an ambition. It's a why. I want to lose some kilos. I have a very good friend of mine called Angie, as you can see there. She's broken down her why. So she wants to lose weight. That is the biggest why. But after that, she understands that she wants to become healthier. She wants to look and feel better. She wants to have more energy. And again, she's even dissected. If you can read those handwriting up there, I want to know I worked hard for my weight loss when my wedding day arrives. So you see, that's a very big why of losing weight. That's a unique why, a very strong why. I have a lot of family history, health issues. I want to become healthy in order to avoid. Again, a very strong and compelling why. You know, she understands that her family has a lot of history of health issues. So she wants to lose weight so that she cannot go in that direction. Down there on having more energy, I feel tired all the time. I want to stop. I want this to stop. I want to be able to do a 5K. So a 5K probably is 5 kilometers, probably a walk or a run. Can be anything of any of those. I want to be able to do more of physical activities. Again, a very strong reason, a big why for having energy. Look and feel better. I don't like shopping in the plus size section. Wow. For ladies, probably you understand this, but again, different people react differently. So this is Angie's. I'm not comfortable in my skin, so I don't feel confident. So again, she's doing it for her confidence, to boost her confidence. So this is just an example of a why. I mean, for this unique person. We are all different. We all react different. We are all have different whys, and we know why we do the whys. So this is hers, and probably she's really taking it deep to understand that. So in terms of forever, we can, because we are in forever, we don't have to forget that. We have different whys that you can pick. Like we said earlier, my dream is to travel the world. And now that I'm in business, I'm in partnership with Forever, I can travel with Forever. How do I travel with Forever? Forever has incentives that can ensure that if I work hard, I will travel for free. Again, there is a travel for you in Forever. So I've just reminded us of probably what we know. And if you're here, we don't know. that forever can give an opportunity to travel the world. It's an opportunity to you to earn, a part of the chairman's bonus, so you can fulfill your dreams or other dreams for that matter. You can also go for Eagle Marriage Incentive. You can also go for Forever to Drive, again, in the direction of owning your machine. You can think about it in that direction. So different aspects of different whys, but again, just a reminder of what Forever does or Forever can do for you in terms of those unique whys that we have as FPOs, as business people. So this is a very great reminder that if I work hard, I line my dreams, I line my why, I go for my why, nothing will stop me, and here I'll be recognized. And of course, I use Forever as a driver to get to my whys, and definitely I will achieve. We might be the master of our own thoughts, but still you're the slaves of our emotions. So emotions can slow you down. You get tired, you start feeling, can I do this? Can I not do this? I'm tired, I'm competing with myself. I'm feeling like, oh no, I can't do it. So those are emotions that are running in your head, and they'll slave you. So those good thoughts that you think about, those good dreams that you think about, you dream about, push them. And sometimes when emotions, you get emotional about them, let it be for the good, but not to slow you down. Don't look for motivation. Find your why. No excuses will come between you and your goals. I always believe in when you have a piece of paper, when it's blank, a piece of paper blank, put a small box at the corner, any of the corners, a small box, just a small box. That small box will be for excuses. Because remember, if it's so small, you can just put maybe 1 or 2 excuses and then it's full. But then the other side, it gives you enough space for not putting excuses, for pushing yourself to go for it. Don't forget our theme for this year is still for go for it, in the growth mindset. So don't look for motivation. Your why should be able to push you to go for your goals. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. I don't know if you've thought about it in that direction. Again, as business people, this is very deep if you think about it. Some of us are very passionate about skincare. Some of us are very passionate about weight management, just like you've seen from the examples shared in the chat box. You're passionate about fitness, for example, and people will buy that. People will buy that you are keen on selling fitness. You're keen on making sure or ensuring that more people become fit or more people supplement for the benefits of their health. That is just a reason for people to buy what you do. Because I'll be interested in like, oh, wow, this lady is selling this package, not just a package, is branding herself in the weight of, in the name of a wealth coach, a health coach. So if I'm keen in that area, I'll easily follow that person and start inquiring and probably partake of what they're selling or what they're selling. Yes. So people don't buy what you do; they buy why you do it. Don't forget that part. Okay. And there's a video here I think I've shared in some platforms already about this great leader called Jim Rohn talking about setting goals.
And a whole new concept on setting goals. Set the kind of goals that will make something of you to achieve.
Oops, sorry.
Achieve them. Don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations are high. Go where the demands are high. Go where the pressure's on to perform, to grow, to change, to develop, to read, to study, to develop skills. Go where the demands are high. Go where the expectations are strong so that it'll provoke you, push you, urgently insist that you not remain the same for the next couple of years, the next 5 years, that you'll grow and change. So don't set your goals too low.
Don't set your goals too low. Now, go where I've just put a summary of what he says. Go where the expectations are high. Go where the demands are high. Guys, life now is hard. I mean, today the finance bill has been passed. Okay, the budget has been read in Kenya. Those of us in Kenya, I don't know what is inside because I didn't partake of the speech and everything. But every other day we see that things are getting harder and harder. The economy is moving to a direction that we're not really happy about. But I mean, you and I know that we really have to tighten our belts. So in order for us to pace up, to level up to those expectations, we have also to think high. So meaning, and you've probably heard that if things are, going on the higher side, I don't have to limit, to cut my expenses. Probably I need to increase my income so that I match up. So when you're talking of expectations are high, what I mean or my understanding is that go where things are in the direction where you're challenging yourself. Don't go for the soft one because things are not that soft now. But when you go for those big ones, the outcome is going to be big, where the demands are high. Don't go for low-lying targets that you can easily achieve. Go where the pressure is on to perform, to grow, to change and develop, to become a better person every day. And those are the things that challenge us to become better people. If you're probably fighting procrastination, for example, if you are, I'm avoiding to use the word lazy because I know Kenyans are not lazy. We are not lazy, by the way. I don't believe somebody is lazy. It's probably just trying to avoid a certain task to make it, go the soft way or the easy way. And that is not, it's a short-term goal, in my opinion. You will not enjoy really the benefits. And if you enjoy the benefits, it's going to be short-term. I want us to stretch a bit, like Jim Rohn says, go where the pressure is high. If you're going for ego, yes, it's not easy. It's not an easy incentive. But the outcome out there at the end of it all, it's double income. It's a free trip. It's a big, massive network at the end of the day. The easy ones are just short, how can I call it? Short-termed, there's one like that, okay? But I want to challenge myself to become a better person. I've never done a Zoom meeting for that matter. I'm scared. There's something you can do. Find somebody who's good in doing a Zoom. Do a one-to-one, probably on a Zoom. Start from there. That pressure will make you perform. That pressure will make you change. That pressure will develop you to become somebody who's better. You have a smartphone right now. You're listening to me probably from a smartphone, not even a laptop. It has a camera. You have never recorded any content using that phone, but you've taken photos of yourself. You've done 1, 2, 3 things, but you've never taken shared content from your phone or from your gadget, or rather, if you've taken, you've never shared of you drinking an aloe, even using an aloe leaf for that matter. You are scared. You fear. I don't know. You are shy. This is what we're talking about. Go where the pressure is high. Probably that one video or the first video you take or record or content you make will start giving you positive results. But now you are there sitting, thinking it's going to be easy. No, guys, let's change. Okay? Then the other point is go where the expectation will provoke you, push you urgently so that you don't remain the same for the next few years. Okay? Can you imagine if somebody told you that in the next 1 year, you're going to be the best speaker in your team? Because I want to believe you're in a team, right? If your leader challenges you that I can see you're passionate about selling C9 or passionate about weight management. Can I challenge you to sell 2 or 5 in a month? Okay, so that is a provoking challenge. Do it. Start slow, but eventually do it. Probably in the next 1 year, we're going to be the next big thing in terms of selling our weight management packs. Okay, don't set your goals so low that you easily achieve, then you start celebrating. No, if you're used to speaking to 1 person per day, why not 3? Make it a point before you go home. If that is before you sleep, at least talk to 3 people. That is if you're used to talking to 1. If you're used to selling 1 aloe vera gel, maybe in a day, let me not say 1 week, but at least in a day, you don't miss to sell aloe vera gel every other 2 days. Why can't you push yourself and say, I want to push myself every other day. Every day I want to sell an aloe vera gel. Let me look for strategies that will work. Let me go out of my comfort zone. I want to do this. All right? Then, when the why is clear, the how is easy. This is almost self-explanatory. I'm sure probably you've seen this. My why is to become a weight management ambassador. My why is to become, because I'm passionate about skincare, I want to sell the most I want women in my area to look younger. So I want to do more in terms of understanding Sonia, understanding Infinite and how they work. I want to go deeper into understanding the products so that the women around me or in my area, whichever way you want to put it, or whichever way target you want to put, know that when they see me, they know Emmanuel, the skincare enthusiast, right? Like I saw Kate, for example. Kate, the skincare enthusiast. When you see Kate, you just know that she's all about skincare. Don't ask her about weight management. Maybe she can know, yes, but the first thing that comes into your head is about skincare. Another example or another point is if your why is not big enough, you'll find excuses. Or rather, the excuses will not be big enough. So your why needs to be so big that it scares you like, wow, am I really the one doing this? Okay. Next is what, yes, the first step is always so hard. The first step, guys, and probably you know better than me, the first step is always hard. The first Zoom meeting, the first one-to-one you ever did, the first time you spoke to, you gave a testimony in a forum. I met someone earlier today, a leader for that matter, in her own rights. She was like, hey, I know I can train. I've never done it, but I know I can train. My biggest problem is standing in front of people. And I see a crowd like this, I feel like, the flow can just open up and they go down. So, the first step is always hard. The first time you did that video, that short clip talking about or showing you doing something, it was not as easy. Probably you did it, but you've never shared. Probably I'm speaking to most of us already. So the first step is always very hard. The first time you sold a C9, you know the hassle you went through. The first time you made a sale as a preferred customer, you remember everybody has a story of the first step that they started the business. But I want to believe after the first step, it becomes more easier. Of course, with consistency and doing it more and more, it becomes more easier and easier for you. So, it's easy to sell a product. It's easy to talk to a customer or a client. It's easy to give feedback and communicate, and the rest will follow suit. So please make a decision to take the first step. The first step is hard, but I can hereby tell you it's very, very doable. Then ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. But before you answer that question, where do you want to be tomorrow? Right? Where do you want to be tomorrow? On Saturday, I was sharing my 5 years dream. Of course, now it's 4 years, pressure on me and us because I don't want to do this alone. I had this dream of having 10 Eagle managers in a plane. Okay, we are going to a conference with 10 of us. So I had a 5-year. That was my dream. Like I saw it in a plane, traveling as Team Kenya to an Eagle conference, right? But the question is here for you. That was my dream, and I asked myself: what am I doing today that will make that dream of mine come to fruition tomorrow? Are the trainings enough? Of course, when it comes to other factors come into play: products availability, team motivation, togetherness. All those content that we are putting in together. Even this session is just to align us in that direction. But for you as a person, what you are doing today, is it driving you closer to where you want to be tomorrow? Tomorrow you want to be an Eagle manager for that matter. Tomorrow you want to be a manager for that matter. Tomorrow you want to go to a supervisor step tomorrow. Tomorrow you want to be what? And probably you can put examples in the chat box where you want to be tomorrow. But the question is, are you doing what that thing that takes for you to get there tomorrow, where you want to be tomorrow? Tomorrow you want to own a house in a very executive area. Probably want to own an apartment on 3rd floor of some building somewhere in the next 5 years. I want to be an apartment owner. So what you're doing today, is it driving you towards that direction where you want to be tomorrow? So think about it, guys. Think about it. Then my story starts here. But it starts with a decision today. So I'm speaking to myself, but now you can put your I there. My story, you can say I, so and so. My story starts here, but I need to decide because it's all about decisions. Some of us are doing forever. Yes, I'm here. I'm an FBO. Yes, but I've not decided to do the business. Okay. If you decide to do the business, trust me, something will change. Number one, you start with your why. Why am I doing forever? Am I just doing forever to make 1,000 shillings? Or I want to make 50,000 shillings? Or I want to be a six-figure income earner in, like in 1 year, right? So that why should be very, very strong and convincing. Number two, understand it. Understand it. What does it take for me to be a six-figure income earner? What does it take? So understand your why in that direction. And there, from there, start going for it. So make your story. Let it start here today, probably from this meeting. Just make a decision, guys. I had Emmanuel talk. It was a conversation. It was not a training, like I said earlier. It's not a training per se. It's a conversation we're having here. I want to start to look at it differently. I want to, and I'm making a special appeal at the same time. I hope you can notice that. But I want to make a decision to change myself to become a better person. I want to change my business. But I also need to understand my why. Why am I doing this? If I'm doing it for my family, if you're next to your kids right now, just look at them and imagine them in a different house, in a different home, a different environment. Imagine yourself in driving them to school in a different car, probably a better car for that matter. And if you're doing it for yourself, if you're alone in that space where you are in now, listening me in, imagine yourself living in a bigger house, a different environment from where you're staying, and find your why. And then from there, start working towards it. Because I believe you have the power to live the life you've always imagined. I believe so. Okay. My life has changed in different angles. That's why I'm a believer in this. And maybe one day I'll just share my testimony. But for today, it's all about telling you that you have the power to live the life you've always imagined. You've imagined that you're traveling with forever to a beautiful destination, and you know how forever can spoil you. I mean, the leaders who've gone there know that already. From the photos, you can just imagine yourself being in Cancun, being in France next year, being in Phuket for that matter. You can just imagine being those exotic. That is the word. I think that is the right word. Exotic places that forever can take you, and probably the life that you imagined. So we divert a bit. So we go to other points, but just to, if I can wrap it up there, of course, we'll revisit later in terms of conclusion. But before that, just to deviate a bit, just to remind us of the 36 months policy, which is still on. So probably you've had, first of all, what does this mean? If you're an FBO, you've not bought for 36 months, or your downline has not bought for 36 months, 36 months is 3 years. The system sort of removes them from your team. And, your downlines, move up to you as they apply. Okay. So if Emmanuel has not bought for 36 months, the system tells them, okay, thank you so much. They put them apart. And then if I have a team, they move up to my upline. And probably you've seen people who've joined your team and you're not the one who sponsored them directly. Normally, an email notification comes to you. I believe some of us have already seen this. Please reach out to those people who come to your team directly. 2, 3, 4, 5, over every other month. It depends on the size of your team. Reach out to them, introduce yourself. My name is Emmanuel. I have seen that you've been brought to my team, and explain the 36 months policy to them. And maybe you never know, they can just come back to do business. That is, if they are not doing business, or they were not as active. Okay, so this is just a reminder for us. Another reminder is the compliance. We have a department in the Home Office whose main objective or main work is to look at how we post our content on social media, especially social media, because there's a lot of compliance issues. We need to comply and say the truth in terms of products and the income opportunity. We are not supposed to put medical claims on our posts on social media. I've been sending reminders in the groups, but I just want to point out an example. I've shared this on our physical interactions. Maybe you can tell us, somebody can tell us what's wrong with this poster. Just in the chat box, you can chat. What's wrong with this poster? Somebody. Okay, Isabella says the term COVID. Oh, Marian, you cannot see it. All right. Sorry for that. Yes, the word COVID is wrong because that's a medical claim to treat. Okay. So in terms of content, if you have this on your social media platform, kindly pull it down. Okay. Another example is this one. Who can tell me what's wrong with this poster or content, because it was shared already on social media? This is Instagram. Who can tell us what's wrong with this content? Very, very fast as we move on. Anything wrong with this? Okay, HIV. I can see cancer there. So basically anything that has claims, medical claims, should not be on the social media. Okay. So HIV is there, cancer is there, you can see them already. So the medical claims should not be used. So I've already put some others for us. As you can see, this one is on the drinks. All of them are not correct for that matter. You can see cancer on one, you can see eyes, skin, ulcers, I'm sure you already can get the flow. So let's be, which one is this? Let's be keen on what we point out on social media. There's another one here on the berry nectar. Again, you can point out the claims, ulcers, bladder, cold and flu, those ones. Let's be keen on what we post on our socials. And if you already have, just clean it up, because something will happen. I want to show you now. You can see the one on freedom. Again, you can point out the correct osteoarthritis is wrong on that poster or content. There's another one here on the brain again. I mean, there's so many, just picked examples, but as you can see, there's cancer there, which is not right. These claims land us big problems with the Federal Trade Commission, correctly. So there's a commission who is out there to check the kind of content we put. And so we all know that when you put something on our social media, whether Instagram, Facebook, the whole world can see. So basically it is just to clean up the content and ensure that we have the right content, not putting medical claims on our posts. So normally what happens is that you get an email like this coming to your inbox. They will copy your sponsor or the upline sponsor, so that at least when you don't see them, the upline sponsor can be able to reach out to you. The email, as you can see, it has some information and the links of which you need to delete. So those links, if you click on them, they'll take you to the posts that have issues. So normally you're given 7 days to comply, failure to which your account will be suspended. So you cannot make orders, you cannot register until this is cleared. Now, I've been handling this for a while, and I have to say that number one, most of our downlines contacts are not in the system. So please ensure that your team, when registering, their contacts are in the system. Contacts means telephone number and email addresses are correct. I've handled cases whereby this email is written to an email address, but the person cannot, or rather the email address is different from what you're using. And then you find out that your account is suspended. You've not done your 4CC, you've not done your 12. For those of us who are doing leadership, and you can understand, you want to make an order, and then you told your account is suspended. So it's almost not very nice, but it's a polite email that tells you what to do and when to do it. If you're stuck, please reach out to me for help so that we do it together. Because remember, the social media accounts are yours, but they're linked. There's a way we can find that it's your account that is, has posted the content. So please, if you're an upline, you see an email probably on the junk or the spam folder, advise your downline that this needs cleanup. If your downline reaches out to you as a sponsor or an upline that the account is suspended, just reach out to the office, reach out to me so that we can assist you in that direction. Otherwise, let's clean up our content. Let's put the right content out there as we market our products. Let's be agile, of course, just away from that a bit. Let's be agile, move with haste as we do our business, we do our whys as we go for our whys. So from day one, as we are the world now is very creative. People are very creative in what they do on a daily basis. So creativity is open, so long as we do it following the compliance But in terms of being agile and consistency, it's very, very important. As you can see from day one, as you start off, by the time you're getting to day 30, you have more than enough in terms of what you do, in terms of if it's content you're creating, you have more than enough to share. It is doing your daily activities, again, you have more than enough to do. But consistency is the key pointer here. So some take homes before we call it a wrap. Create a big goal, create a big why, and of course start with big steps. Create a big why that challenges you. I mean, don't put something simple and you just do it tomorrow morning and then you say, yeah, I've done it. No, put a bigger goal that says, wow, am I the one doing this? They say yes, but I'm starting in small steps. Okay. Number 3 and 4, learning skills. The world is evolving. Things are changing very fast. That's why we have, Google is our friend, YouTube is our friend. We have people with more experience. We have trainings almost on a daily basis from different areas or different topics. Learn new skills. Some you can learn for yourself. Some you can ask for help. Some you can acquire from different sources. But learn something every day in terms of skills. And then find a mentor. Find a mentor, whether you're following that person online, whether that person can be reached here for a call or physical meeting. Find a mentor. A mentor is good because they give you direction, they motivate you, they inspire you. So mentor, again, can be somebody in terms of our business, okay? It can be any of our top leaders out there. I don't want to mention names. It can be somebody in the business environment, somebody that you really love and it's an inspiration to you. Somebody probably doing what you do. If you are a keen follower of skincare, healthy living, somebody again can be your mentor in that direction, okay? So that is for you to decide. Of course, practice gratitude. Always appreciate, be thankful. Say thank you. See the day. Thank you. The day has been good. Thank you for the opportunity that we have in Forever Living. Thank you for my clients. Thank you for the space I have to do the things I have to do. Okay. And of course, reward yourself when you accomplish goals. You can put some small targets for yourself. When you reach them, you reward yourself. It's a good of motivating yourself to the next level. Surround yourself with motivated people. Now, this one is tricky because finding them first of all, and then putting them in that space. And of course, if I can put it into our business, you can say there are people who always do 4CC from the list that is always shared. And I want to be in that space of at least my first target is my name to be on the 4CC list. So you can get people who are always in that space of doing 4CC. Talk to them, get encouragement from them because there's a way they are doing it. And probably you want to do it. You want to be in that list every month. You want, by the time the success day is being done, you want your name to be on the screen for the people doing it consecutively. Okay? Whether 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, it doesn't matter. But at least you want to be in that space. So look for people in that direction. If you want to go for Eagle, look for people going for Eagle. I mean, I said it on Saturday. Look for people who have the same mindset, they're motivated like you, okay? And they have the same ambitions. You can talk the same language because you can imagine if you're going for Eagle incentive, there's a way we can converse and understand each other. If you're going for 4CC, there's a way we can converse and understand each other. If you're going for a particular goal, let's say the goal for this month is to bring 5 people in a month into the business. If you're in that certain group, again, the conversation should be in that different from the other people. Get feedback from clients, team, mentors. I receive feedback every single day from you guys. I receive feedback from clients. Today, I had a client who was very pissed and actually called us a thief because his marker was not delivered. So when that person was given my number for help and I was trying to reach out to the person for the marker, there was a bit of a hitch, which I understand. But now in terms of feedback, the person felt like we're all thieves. The company, we're all thieves. So you understand? So that is still feedback. Whether negative or positive, it is still feedback. You guys give me feedback a lot, okay? Again, you'll see feedback from the clients on different things, the quality of products, the deliveries, I mean, how you conduct yourself, every other aspect of the business. So getting feedback is important. There are even mentors. Mentors can challenge you in a certain direction. They can challenge you to do something, and then you get feedback from them same time. And of course, stay positive. Guys, let's stay positive. It's never that bad. I mean, there's always something positive at the end of the day, right? Some other take homes. Okay, this one started from the top. 13. Let's go up. Number one, importance of communication. So every single day we communicate. Even this platform is a way of communicating, but constantly reaching out to your customers, sharing tips, incentives, training to your teams. So as business people, as team leaders, as people at business, communication is important. And how do you communicate? Of course, we have different different channels of communication. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have broadcast, we have Telegram, we have Zoom, TikTok, name it. I mean, probably have not even put emails here. So there are a lot of ways we can communicate to our people and to clients. And I'm sure you can add some more. And of course, if you're using some of this, I'm sure you can also think of creative ways of doing it. For example, Facebook, Instagram, you can schedule posts. For that matter, in terms of that, some of us are very good in broadcasts, put content there, it goes out. Some of us probably using Telegram, I don't know. Some of us are very good in doing videos on TikTok and communicating with our people. Are you growing together with your team? Okay, that is a very personalized question. If you are here, you are a team leader, are you growing with your team? Okay, growing doesn't mean, okay, it can mean in the marketing plan, in terms of the bigger picture, but it can also mean in terms of skills. How impactful are you impacting your team? Are you giving them leadership skills? Are you sharing what you know? Are you sharing content that they can use to better themselves? In terms of number 4, are you creating fun in your team, or are you that serious leader who's probably not even smiling? But I want to believe we share a lot in our teams. Maybe it's a good way, or a good what can I say? It's a good moment to start doing team building. Some of us are doing dinners and breakfast just as a way of creating bonding in your team. So you can consider team building, and I've had this thought in this planning in my head that we should go out to Karura, as a team building exercise. We just go to Karura, we do a serious walk out there, we stretch a bit, we drink our aloes, and we go home, and we take photos and we post everywhere. So if you're in agreement with that, maybe give me a what? Give me a yes. We can put a committee just for the purposes of team building for Team Kenya, right? Think it will help somehow. Okay, you can see the yeses are flowing. Wow, so it was a good idea. So somebody remind me tomorrow, I don't know who, my accountability partner, somebody, so that we put together a team, maybe in July. Before or after Success Day, we can decide. Due to Karura, it's not expensive. We went to the leaders last year, about 20 months. And it was awesome. You can do this and chafua. Sorry, if you're in Uganda, chafua means, let go or do it in a big way. Okay. Then number 5 and 6, do you have goals at your reach? Okay, there are those immediate goals. You can say, I want to do this now that we are in the 5th month of the month. No, 6th actually, middle of the year. What goals have you done? Are you almost there? And do you have a vision board? Okay, vision board is that board probably put at the back of your door, in your fridge, in the bedroom somewhere. You wake up in the morning and it's the first thing you see, like, wow, this reminds me of my dreams and my whys. So I need to go get out and do it. So it's important. And probably in our next training or next conversation, we should have different examples of dream boards. Number 7, engaging and motivating your team. Are you doing it? So all the team leaders in this platform, are you engaging your team and are you motivating them? Your team can be motivated if you're motivated. Guys, again, team leaders, and I know all of us probably are all of us are team leaders in one way or the other, right? Even if you're alone in your team, you're a team leader. And probably tomorrow you're going to be a bigger team leader. Motivation starts from inside. I have to be motivated enough to motivate the next person. If I am down, there's no way I can talk to the next person if I feel down. It's going to be a struggle. And even the next person will know that Emmanuel today is not okay. So there's a way that if I am motivated enough, I am engaging enough, I can do it to the next person, I can do it to my team. So let's find ways of motivating our teams kindly if you're not doing it. And then number 9 and 10, having new prospects in your meetings, BOMs. They all the whole essence of having a business opportunity meeting is for us to bring in new people, listen to the opportunities that we have. You can imagine having a BOM and all of us are members, right? You're listening to something that you already know, okay? So it is important, and it is almost, I think it's mandatory that we bring in new people into the meeting, especially opportunity meetings. The Sunday ones online, please, please, please bring somebody new to listen to that opportunity meeting. The one for Wednesday, the physical one, if you're in Kampala, again, if you have a physical one and an online one, please bring a guest there. Please, please, please. That is how you grow your team, and it is part of what we do. Number 10, celebrate your team. I mean, you can even decide to have a system of knowing all the birthday dates of your team members. So you can imagine if I wake up in the morning and my team leader says, "Happy birthday, Emmanuel, let's celebrate Emmanuel in my team." How emotional, how touching that is. I know most of us probably are friends on Facebook, and you wait for that other one to pop up, and then today is so-and-so's birthday. Okay, let me go to the inbox and celebrate them. Okay. From my end as a company, it's a bit tedious because it's a lot of work. But again, as team leader, this we can do. I believe. Probably your friends on Facebook, your friends we know, probably you can celebrate last year, and you can maybe have a way of celebrating each other, and somebody can feel nice and appreciated, feel appreciated. Number 11 and 12, have a ranking in what you do together. Probably you have a campaign you're running. I know somebody already told me that they are running a C9 challenge in their team, and I gave them a target of 50. Do 50 this month because they're coming from around 20s last month. So I told them double the number. So the person sells the most, have a ranking. You can even do week 1, person X sold 5. Where are you? Person number 2 sold this. So you have a small ranking within the team just to motivate people. Some people are very good in terms of when they're being pushed, they do much more. Okay? When there are people when they're being told now, you need to do this on a daily basis, trust me, they can do much more. And of course, have a tracker for invitations. Again, have a tracker. Person X in my team invited 2, person Y invited 3, person 1 like that. So you know that this person really goes out there or out of the way to bring more people into the trainings or into the meetings. Number 13 and 14, team teaching on how, for example, you can teach your teams on how to do an order online. We have online platform in Kenya. We are very blessed. I think in Kenya, this is the 4th country to have online ordering. So let's embrace it. We even opened up to buying single codes. Let's use it. It's very easy to use. We have M-Pesa that is also an added advantage some countries don't have. We are working on having Visa payment on it as well, so that, again, for those of us who are outside Kenya, they can also buy using the Visa payment. So many things happening behind the scenes, but it's all for the better. So again, if you know all these things, use it, show your team. The next thing there is what? Do a Zoom meeting, so you can show your team on how to do a Zoom meeting. Maybe somebody can be provoked to start doing trainings because of you show them how to do that. And of course, even doing content, just take time. If you're good in this thing, and the younger generation are very good in doing this, the younger leaders, you create content, you make it look nice and spicy and all that. Show your downlines how to do it. Probably that extra video that you show the next person will create business in your team, and that person will start growing just because of that extra help that you did for your downlines. And of course, we have FLC 360. The Kenyan site is a bit down. There's an error we are getting there, but it's been sorted. So once that is up and running, again, subscribe to it, use it to push your team on track, see where your team is heading, right? So those who are my take homes, I've just, I'm sharing a sample calendar of, a leader's timetable or a leader's schedule. So tomorrow, if I can ask, how many are we in the meeting right now? We are about 108. If I ask all of us now, what are you doing tomorrow? Somebody might have a one-to-one. Somebody might have attending. We have a product training tomorrow at 1. So somebody might be attending a product training tomorrow. Somebody might be seeing a client, I don't know where. But the point here is you need to have a timetable for all the things that you're doing on a daily basis. And you duplicate as well to your team so that your team knows on Mondays we're doing teams, on Tuesday we're doing product training with Emmanuel, On Wednesday, we have this, but in between, you have your own as leaders or as a team leader. So our team has this and this and this on specific days, which is very, very important as well. Okay. Next is what? Oh, yes, I have exciting news, guys. I have exciting news. We have products that are coming in. I know we are waiting for the missing products, okay? So we're working on getting them in this month. We also have this amazing new product that we're bringing in for those of us in Kenya. Before the end of this month, we're going to have Forever Immune Gummy. So this is breaking news, if I can call it that. Okay. So we will do more trainings on this just to enable us sell the product. But in terms of overview, it's supporting the immune system with vitamins and zinc. It has 10 vitamins and zinc. I'll share the content later. But for today, just to brief you guys that you're going to have Forever Immune Gummy. I don't want to mention when, but just wait for my SMS or my alert. So this is coming as part of the new products that are coming in. The new products that are introduced that started coming in. So before you ask which one is next, for now we're starting with this. Let's promote it. We'll share more content as we move forward. So I just thought to slide it in before we call it a day. Okay. So for those of us who are excited, I can see already some screenshots flying out, not screenshots, but some comments flying out. We'll share more in our next briefs. There's a video. Oh yeah, the summary of the video of the same product. The gummy. Oops, sorry. So that is a immune gummy for you. Now that you're going into the cold season, we need to boost our immunity. I think the timing for the product is perfect. We're also expecting Immublend at the same time. So we look at the differences in terms of Immublend and immune gummy. What are the differences? So we look at that in our next interaction. I'm winding up, guys, so don't leave yet. So yes, again, a summary of what matters most to you, to me, and to probably most of us here. Let's keep at it as we push for what matters most to us. Now, 5 months have gone into the year, so we are left with 7, because technically we're in the middle of June, so we still have some time. So review how the year has been so far. I will do the same for myself, because that is the direction of which we are expecting to do. But as business people, review. What have you done in the past 5 months? What worked for you? What didn't work? If it didn't work, delete. Okay, or review for that matter. Make it better, make it look nice, make it work. If it is something you did better and you can push it to the next level, please go ahead, feel free. If it is something that needs a bit of changing, again, change it for the better. If it is not working completely and you feel like, no, it cannot even be changed, move it out. Focus on the ones that are working, or rather the review. And of course, delete negativity. Let's remain positive. Things are looking up, guys. Things are looking up. I wish I could share more now, but what I can tell you that from our end, from where I'm sitting, things are looking up. It is just for us to go for it. We have amazing, amazing stuff lined up for us. Products are coming. It is just us to go for it and chase our wise. Only you can make it happen. Those dreams and ambitions of ours, it is only you can make it happen. Even if I share with you my why, it is for me to go for it. I mean, I understand my dreams and ambitions better than anybody else. And I want to believe the same for you. You understand your dreams, you understand your why why you are doing this, why you are here. So please, a reminder that only you can make it happen. So don't let anything come in between you and your why. Go for it, okay? A bit of reminders is that we are going to have our success day in July next month, 20th already. I mean 20th July next month. Please start partaking of the tickets. We want to fill that hall. I know we always do a good job in terms of mobilizing, so let's do that as well. Let's come there, let's celebrate, let's have training. I mean, we'll have trainings in that place, we'll have recognitions, we're going to have fun. If you have never attended any of our success days all this time, please come for this one. I'm going to ensure that you're going to learn and have fun. Not just have fun, wonderful testimonies, and of course, beautiful trainings from our inspiring, what can I say? Inspiring leaders, inspiring FBOs who've done it. Okay, so charges are 700 shillings. The venue is already there. Let's meet there. And we already know about Rwanda next year. So we're going to gather in Rwanda. And we will have a surprise big guest coming. I've just been informed today. So that I will break the news later. Okay. I'll break the news later. We have a surprise big name coming to this event. You don't want to miss. All I can say is a very big surprise, and East Africa is blessed. In the recent past, we've seen Onami and we've seen Jen Leach. Watch out for this one, or wait for my announcement very, very shortly, okay? Surprise, surprise, surprise. So again, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you do. In case nobody has told thank you today, let me be the first one before you go to sleep. I want to say thank you. And also say thank you for not giving up the fight. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your wives. I want to say a big thank you on behalf of myself, on behalf of the company, the executive team, the owners of Forever, everybody represented on my end. We just want to say thank you. We don't take it for granted what you do. We know it's not easy. I just want to say thank you. If you are in Uganda, I saw Geoffrey here. I want to believe we still have our Ugandan people in the meeting. Webalanyo, I hope you said it right. Yes. So, with that, time is already much spent. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much. You've been an awesome audience. Looking forward for more. See you at work. If you have questions, you can direct them to me. I saw somebody write about, let me see if I can quickly go back. About, it's called what? Compliance. There's a comment on compliance with this. Security. Okay. Maybe it was not, it's Facebook. Okay, so that's fine. So in case of anything, kindly share. As always, you've always shared feedback. So thank you so much. We'll keep doing this many more times. And bye-bye. Good night. See you next time.